Okay, so today we're going to learn about law of sines. Um, we have been using Pythagorean theorem and SOHCAHTOA, sine, cosine, and tangent ratios to solve right triangles. Now we will use law of sines, and you use law of sines when you're working with a non-right triangle. Um, so, and law of sines um, is really just about ratios. So we're going to use non-right triangle. And we have these series of ratios that are working with the sine of an angle in relation to its side. So the one thing you want to know that when we're working with these triangles, angles are named with capital letters or labeled with capital letters. And then sides, we're going to use lowercase letters. So sides are using lowercase. So if you'll notice, if I look at angle A, side A is across from it. So it's always in that relationship. The angle is across from the side. If I look at angle B, side B is across from it. And if I look at angle C, side C will be across from C. And so we're going to use the fact that we have all these ratios equal to each other. The sine of angle A over side A is equal to the sine of angle B over side B is equal to the sine of angle C over side C. And we're going to use these ratios to set up proportions and be able to solve for either the angle or the side. So law of sines is just talking about these proportions. So let's look at case one. Case one says, what happens if we have are given an angle side angle situation or an angle angle side situation? So in this first one, we're given two angles and a side. So this is an angle side, or this is an angle angle side situation. We can say angle angle side. And that means we're given two angles and one side. And what I want to do is look at the ratios that we know. We know this ratio here. We know this angle in this side. So that's going to give us one ratio. So if I think about it as I can set these ratios equal to each other, I can say that sine of 82 all over 16 is going to be equal to the ratio of sine of 56 over x. So I've now set up two ratios equal to each other. That's a proportion. And we solve proportions by cross multiplying. So I'm just going to cross multiply these. And I'm trying to solve for x. So when I do that, I'm going to get x times the sine of 82 is equal to 16 times the sine of 56. I'm trying to get x by itself, so I'm going to divide by sine 82. Sine 82 degrees cancels, and I'm left with x is equal to 16 times the sine of 56 degrees all over sine of 82 degrees. So when you do your homework, I'm going to be looking for this proportion. You need to show this proportion. You need to show solving it, and then you need to show the answer. We can use our calculator here to solve this then. So I'll just clear this out. And I'm going to take 16 times the sine of 56 divided by sine of 82. And hit equals, and I should get 13.39. So my final answer is 13.39. So that means this side here is equal to 13.39. I want to do another example. So this one we're given two angles and a side. Here we're given two angles and a side as well. This one's a little different because we're not given the angle that we need to work with. So if I look at this, if I highlight what I know, I'm given this angle and this side. So I can use that as one of my ratios. Sine of 56 degrees over 7. But now I look at this and I need another ratio to set it equal to get this x value, but that means I'm going to need that angle. So I'm going to have sine, I need to find that angle over x. So I need to find this angle. Well, we know that all three angles of a triangle add up to 180. So to find that angle, I'm going to take 180 minus the 75 degrees minus the 56 degrees. So that's going to give me 180 minus 75 minus 56. I end up with 49 degrees. So that's this angle here, 49 degrees. This angle here is 49 degrees. So now I have my two ratios. I set them equal to each other, so therefore I have a proportion. I cross multiply to solve proportions. So I can set this up as x sine of 56 degrees all over equal to sine 7 times the sine of 49. Divide by 56, sine 56. And we end up with x is equal to 7 sine 49 degrees all over sine of 56 degrees. Once again, I can do that on my calculator. So I'm going to get 7 times the sine of 49 degrees divided by sine of 56 degrees. Hit equal. And I get 6.37. So now I know this side x is 6.37.